This law is about human life, and so a little baby growing inside her mother's womb, when there's a heartbeat the doctor can detect, the doctor cannot take that life in abortion. That's all the bill's about. If there's a heartbeat, there's a life that must be protected. That's really the question. And so we passed this bill in Texas. A number of states had passed heartbeat bills before. This bill we passed in a way that it would take effect and immediately begin saving lives. So since September 1st, it's been in effect, and now in Texas, abortion doctors are not doing abortions on little babies if they have a heartbeat. So we're encouraged.
So how is this heartbeat law different than other state heartbeat laws?
Other state heartbeat laws have relied on the government to enforce them. But you may have seen last year, dozens of district attorneys around the country publicly stated, we will not enforce pro-life laws. Some of them said, even if Roe is overturned, we will not enforce pro-life laws. So if the government won't enforce the law, the people of Texas will. So we relied on an English common law concept called qui tam. It's in all 50 states where in consumer protection, people are allowed to bring cases on behalf of the common good, private citizens. Federal law recognizes the same thing. So we took this long-standing legal principle and applied it here so that the people can enforce the law. So if a doctor does an abortion on a little baby with a heartbeat in Texas, any person can bring suit against that doctor to hold him accountable for taking that life. That's how this bill works.
Right. So, for example, if I were a nurse working in an abortion clinic and I saw a doctor perform an abortion on a baby that I knew he knew had a heartbeat, then I could sue that doctor?
That's exactly right. It's about abortions on little babies with a heartbeat. If a doctor fails to check for the heartbeat and does the abortion, he's broken the law. If he checks for the heartbeat, detects it, and does the abortion, he has broken the law.
But not everyone can sue, right? It's a little bit difficult, for example, for your neighbor that sees you drive into the abortion clinic to sue you?
It would have to be knowledge that abortion is being done on a little baby with a heartbeat. So only people with knowledge of that. So the doctor's not sure if his nurse or his receptionist or someone in his office is going to be aware, or someone in the family. But it's only about doing an abortion on a little baby with a heartbeat. That's what the bill's about.
Right. So we hear a lot of abortion proponents saying things like, oh, now your nosy neighbor is going to sue you for going to a doctor's appointment, even if you have a miscarriage. What do you think is being misrepresented about this bill?
It's not in the law at all. This is only about knowledge of doing an abortion on a little baby with a heartbeat. People talk about the Uber driver. Well, it's kind of like robbing a bank. If the bank robber takes Uber to the bank and the Uber driver knows he's the getaway driver, then he's aiding and abetting. If he doesn't know, he's not aiding and abetting. The same logic applies here. It requires knowledge and intent to do an abortion on a little baby with a heartbeat.
Right. And what are your expectations for the Supreme Court hearing two challenges to this law?
This Texas law is on strong legal ground based on the Constitution, based on federal statute, federal common law, court decisions. We believe the Supreme Court will follow the law and will leave this law in place and let Texas continue to protect innocent human life.
Thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss new content from the Daily Signal.